Welcome to This Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that happened this week involving NDE. We'll start with some congratulations. Last week, we told you about the Nebraska Career Education Conference. This week, we shared the list of educators honored with awards at the event. You can find a complete list of the winners on the NDE website. Some more good news. The National Association of State Boards of Education has awarded 4 states, including Nebraska, grants of $14,000 each over the next 2 years to investigate and improve early childhood education workforce conditions in their states. This project establishes a state network tasked with developing, revising, and adopting early childhood education policies that other state boards can replicate. As part of the grant, Nebraska's State Board will expand training opportunities for teachers, principals, and other administrators with responsibilities for educating children from birth through 3rd grade. And speaking of grants, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced 65 projects that will receive farm-to-school grants designed to increase the amount of local foods served in schools. The Nebraska Department of Education is one of 17 state agencies that will get some of that funding. The grant will refine and expand the Nebraska Thursdays program, which will focus on increasing locally sourced meals throughout Nebraska schools. NDE teaching and learning staff had their 3rd face-to-face meeting of the NDE Content Area Standards Implementation Task Force. The purpose of the task force is to provide resources and tools consistently all across all content areas that support districts when implementing newly revised standards. The goal is to create and deliver a Content Area Standards Implementation Framework to all Nebraska ESUs and districts, provide professional development to support that implementation, and create digital resources. The task force includes representation from NDE, ESUs, districts, and post-secondary education. The department anticipates the rollout of the task force implementation framework at NDE Day during Administrators' Days in July. Thursday also brought an English Learners Workshop for teachers and EL program directors, led by NDE staff members Brooke David, April Phillips, and Terry Schuster. Participants developed their own learning modules aligned to Rule 15 with resources for serving English learners. The day included creating content, module scripts, and storyboarding ideas. An English learning resource matrix will be created as a tool for all EL teachers across the state. And this will be a busy weekend. Nutrition and Early Childhood are teaming up for energizing early childhood professionals in Shaping the Health of the Whole Child Conference at UNL's East Campus Union. And Sarah Cooper will be on KETV's morning show Saturday to talk about the update to the state's science standards. Be sure to tune in. And thank you for tuning in for This Week in Review. We'll see you next week with the latest news from NDE.